just ended up watching a video, and it actually got me thinking a little bit. It's a tricky subject, because you're going to get people who, like myself, who it's a guilty pleasure. You do enjoy watching the videos, because they're goofy, funny, and they've got a lot of YouTube celebrities on there, so of course it makes it even funnier, right? However, I do see your point. It's valid. But the thing I'm thinking is sometimes people, they like poking fun at themselves, and I'm not saying that's the case here, but as much as he does have childish tendencies, he does seem to be mostly aware of the fact that he is making fun of himself, which is kind of the core problem, I think. Now, if they had somebody with Down syndrome, somebody who, yes, he has Down syndrome, but I'm saying somebody with Down syndrome or somebody who had another condition and they weren't fully aware of what they were doing, then it would be different. How much he understands, I don't know, but I mean, if your family was watching and they saw it and it was offensive, I think that they would intervene too. I would hope anyway that they would intervene and say, listen, you know, what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing because of these reasons. Anyway, he seems like he's got a lot of friends around him, and even the people who've appeared on Retarded Policeman seems to really support him and genuinely care about his work and him as an individual. So I don't think they would ever really cross the line, if that makes sense, and I hope I am making sense. Anyway, that's my hope anyway, because it is a funny show, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who are offended by it. My aunt actually used to work with people with Down syndrome and with disabilities, and we weren't even allowed to say the word retarded because it was so offensive in our home. But people are raised differently. Some people are raised to see their flaws, or see their, I don't even want to say flaws, because it's not like, you know, a character flaw. It's more something that they struggle with. But anyway, as I was saying, I tend to get sidetracked. Yeah, sometimes people see these conditions and these things that they struggle with, and instead of dwelling on the negative, they try and say, hey, how can we make people laugh, and how can we can, you know, make something good out of this. And so in that way, I really support the actor. I think he is a great actor. Yeah, and I wish him the best, and if it is offending people, then, you know, sorry. I'm not the producer, but I mean, that's something, you know, one of those things that you grow up with, and so I'm rambling. But anyway, I do see your point, but bear in mind, too, that maybe this is his way of just expressing himself and just saying, you know what, I realize I've got Down syndrome, but guess what? I can be funny. You know, and that sounds strange saying that too. But anyway, you get my point. I'm going to make this a shorter video. I hope you get my point anyway. So, yeah, support the actor, and if you don't like his stuff, who knows, maybe you can write him a letter and just say, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Because the only way you can probably truly get a response as far as that's concerned is talking right to the source, talking right to him. Yeah, one more thought. I do know he's made other videos. I'm not sure who's with him. Don't mean to offend, but I think it's his sister, or it seems to be a relative of his. And both of them have described, too, that he's aware of what he's doing. And, you know, it's just all in good fun kind of a thing. So, you know, I like to take people at their word, and hopefully they aren't being mistreated or misused in the process. But, I don't know. I like the videos myself, so I'm kind of biased, but I hope that gives my 2 cents anyway, without me rambling for 20 minutes. Bye!